Kanye West claims Donda was released without his permission. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. As we all know, Kanye West's 10th album arrives barely finished and with tons of luggage. Its 27 tracks include euphoric highs that lack animal tissue, a knowledge dump of songs checking out a better calling. Kanye West's Donda has debuted at #1 in the Billboard 200 within the biggest week for any album released this year. Billboard reports the album landed at the highest of the charts with 309,000 equivalent album units. But here's the twist. He claimed that Donda was released without his permission. Well, in today's video, we'll be talking about this topic. Is it true or just a rumor? Let's find out. But before moving forward, subscribe to our channel, and without any further ado, let's get into it. With Donda, Kanye West was once more tied Eminem for the record of most #1 debuts during a row on the album charts, too. Eminem broke the tie in early 2020 with Music to Be Murdered By. Both artists have only missed #1 once with their respective debut albums. West has become one among only 7 artists in chart history to release 10 chart-topping albums. Donda also gave him the most important streaming week for an album in 2021, surpassing J. Cole's The Off-Season. Halsey's new album debuted at #2. Kanye West has claimed his label, Universal Music Group, released his much-delayed 10th studio album Donda without his approval. West made the allegation shortly after the album was finally released on streaming services on Sunday. He also claimed Universal had blocked the song featuring DaBaby and Marilyn Manson from being on the record. Universal put my album out without my approval, which blocked Jail 2 from being on the album, he wrote. Universal has not issued a comment. The track in question includes contributions from DaBaby and Marilyn Manson, both of whose involvement in Donda has caused controversy. Manson is currently facing multiple allegations of sexual assault, which he denies. In February, Manson was dropped by his record label following claims by actress Evan Rachel Wood that she was horrifically abused by the musician. Meanwhile, DaBaby was condemned over a string of homophobic remarks made at Rolling Loud Festival in Miami last month. The rapper initially apologized, then deleted his apology, and has since appeared to mock his being canceled. The rapper later said the comments were hurtful and triggering, which he appreciated the education he has received since. DaBaby was far away from the lineups of several U.S. music festivals and dropped by clothing company Boohoo after making his initial comments. West had earlier claimed DaBaby's manager Arnold Taylor was stopping the track from being cleared and wouldn't communicate with him or his team. Taylor said he had not received any calls from West, which he cleared the song 2 seconds of receiving it. Despite West's protest, Jail 2 has since appeared on streaming services in conjunction with the rest of his 27-track album, which is understood as after his late mother, who died in 2007. Other artists featured on the album include The Weeknd, Travis Scott, Lil Baby, Kid Cudi, Jay Electronica, and Young Thug. Moments of wonder. Critics' reviews for Donda has thus far been mixed. The NME said there have been some gems among the 27 tracks, highlighting how the album features a spiritual focus and provides glimpses into struggles with psychological state. Nobody needs all 27 of these tracks, but dig deep into its contents and you'll find enough gems to make this 10th album worth the while, said Rian Daly. Writing for iNews, Kate Solomon said, "At its best, Donda is brilliant. West's vocal abilities are nearly as good as they've ever been, and his vulnerability has never been so pronounced." Solomon also highlights the main target of fate on the album, but says these moments of wonder are dragged down by a mire of intentionally difficult tracks, be that musically or thematically. It's an extended and frustrating listen. A warning to all or any about the risks of focus grouping and overthinking. While Ed Power from Telegraph said West's Donda perfectly encapsulates the person himself, ego-driven, brilliant, and utterly exhausting. As an unspooling piece of conceptual art, it's fascinating. As pop, though, is a thorough assortment, Power continued. Like a sermon that goes on too long, Kanye's stream of consciousness observations on Jesus, Kim Kardashian, and thus the importance of being Kanye suffer for an absence of breathing space. Full of sound and fury it's going to be, but West's latest ultimately lacks direction. Chris Wellman from Variety said, on a purely musical level, Donda is on the brink of unassailable. Any time spent tarrying on its release has been time well wasted. It is a collection that never comes on the brink of wearing out its welcome, alternating the brooding and therefore the banging with a well-honed sense of dynamics. Publicity stunts. The billionaire rapper, songwriter, and businessman's album has had multiple delays since its promised release last year. He held 3 listening parties, the third of which was last week. West, who recently filed papers to change his name to Ye, has been finalizing the album for several weeks. Last week's event in West's hometown of Chicago involved an eclectic flurry of publicity stunts. DaBaby and Manson were attending, then his soon-to-be ex-wife Kim Kardashian appeared wearing a Balenciaga bridal gown and amid their 4 children during a play of the track, No Child Left Behind. West also unveiled a reproduction of his childhood home from which he later emerged during a suit of flames before joining up with Kardashian. West's mother was an English teacher at Chicago State University who died aged 58 after complications from facelift. Donda West's death had a devastating impact on her Grammy-winning son, who also named an ingenious content company after her. Since West's last released an album, 2019's gospel-inspired Jesus is King, he also launched a failed bid to become the U.S. president. What do you think about this topic? Let me know in the comments section, and I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Tune in next time, and also don't forget to hit that like button for more updates.